How did you trick your entire high school? Our school had this ancient intercom system that barely worked half the time. The thing was installed in like 1985 and would randomly screech with feedback or just cut out completely during morning announcements. Teachers would roll their eyes and keep teaching through the static. During detention cleanup one Friday, I'm stuck organizing old equipment in the basement when I spot this forgotten room behind a dusty door. Inside are the original intercom controls. This massive metal panel with analog switches and a microphone that looks like it belongs in a museum. I couldn't believe it, but the master keys to every room in the school were just sitting on a rusty hook next to the controls. My heart starts racing because I realize what this means. This is the backup system they forgot about when they installed the newer one upstairs. So I do the only valid thing I could at this point. I grab my Pookie Bear Marcus out of LAS. Now Marcus does these perfect voice impressions. This kid can sound like anyone. Teachers, celebrities, even our principal, Mr. Henderson. We sneak into school at 6 a.m. Monday morning through the gym entrance that never locks properly. The hallways are completely empty except for a few janitors who don't even notice us. We slip into the basement room and Marcus practices Henderson's voice while I figure out which switches control the main speakers. At exactly 9:15, right when every teacher is taking attendance and the school is at maximum capacity, Marcus leans into the old microphone. He clears his throat and perfectly nails the principal's tone. Attention students and faculty. Due to a suspected gas leak in the East Wing, we are implementing emergency dismissal procedures. All classes will be dismissed at 11:30 a.m. Repeat, emergency dismissal at 11:30. Buses are being dispatched immediately. Even better though, was that 3 days earlier, I'd already hacked into the school's email system using a password I saw a teacher type in. I sent a fake maintenance alert to every single teacher and staff member, saying there might be an early dismissal this week for emergency infrastructure repairs, and to watch for announcements. We could hear distant cheers echoing through the air vents as students in classrooms above us started celebrating. Teachers were probably confused, but figured it was legitimate since they'd gotten that email warning. At exactly 11:30, kids start packing up their backpacks. Teachers pull out their phones, see that maintenance email from Friday, and assume this is what it was referring to. Within 10 minutes, it's complete chaos. 400 students flooding every exit like a coordinated fire drill that nobody planned. Meanwhile, the real Principal Henderson is 30 miles away at some boring district meeting about standardized testing. By noon, our school looks like a zombie apocalypse movie set. Empty hallways, abandoned backpacks, classroom doors hanging open. The few teachers left are standing around looking completely lost, wondering if they missed some important memo about evacuation procedures. Security cameras caught absolutely nothing because we used the forgotten analog system that isn't even connected to their digital monitoring. The IT department spent 3 entire days investigating a gas leak that never existed, calling utility companies and checking air quality. They interviewed random students, reviewed email logs, even brought in some district security expert. Everyone just shrugged and said they heard the announcement and followed emergency procedures like they were supposed to. Marcus and I kept completely quiet, even when our friends were talking about the mysterious early dismissal at lunch the next week. We just nodded along and acted as confused as everyone else. They never caught us, but by Friday they'd ripped out every piece of old intercom equipment and installed a completely new digital system with keycards, passwords, and about 15 different security measures. Our little prank basically forced them to upgrade their entire communication infrastructure. The new system probably cost like $50,000.